Alongside Wanderer, Baizhu is the other character being featured on the banners. Baizhu is focused on being a healer and somewhat of a shielder for your Dendro teams. In this video, I will talk about everything you need to know about Baizhu, how he works, how to build him, who is good with him, everything. So just before the video starts, don't forget to leave your like and your sub, especially if you are going to pull for him. 93% of you are not subscribed, so what are you waiting? We have a video every Wednesday and Saturday, so don't forget to leave your support down there, or the YouTube to recommend my content every time it gets out. Without any furthers, all my links are in the description. And for those who want to support me even more, you can always become a member. Now that everything is said, let's now explain Baizhu's kit. Baizhu is a 5-star Dendro Cataclysm user focused on healing and supporting your Dendro teams. On his normal attacks, Baizhu performs up to 4 attacks that deal Dendro damage to opponents in front of him, and on his charge attack, he consumes a certain amount of stamina to deal AoE Dendro damage to opponents in front of him after a short casting time. When he uses skill Universal Diagnosis, Baizhu controls a Gossamer sprite that cruises and attacks nearby opponents, dealing Dendro damage. After he performs 3 attacks, or if there are no opponents nearby, the sprite will return, healing all nearby party members based on Baizhu's max HP. On his burst, Holistic Revivification, Baizhu enters the Pulsing Clarity state, creating a seamless shield that absorbs Dendro damage with 250% effectiveness. Baizhu will generate a new seamless shield every 2.5 seconds and will heal your own active character based on Baizhu's max HP and also attack opponents, dealing Dendro damage when a new seamless shield is generated or when the seamless shield effects expire, or when it's shattered. With his exploration passive, Herbal Nourishment, when Baizhu is in the party, interacting with certain harvestable items will heal your current active character for 2.5% of Baizhu's max HP. With his first Ascension passive, 5 Fortunes Forever, Baizhu gains 20% healing bonus when the current active character HP is less than 50% and gains 25% Dendro damage when the current active character HP is equal to or more than 50%. And on his second Ascension passive, All Things Are of the Earth, characters who are healed by seamless shields will gain a maximum total of 100% damage buff for the Burning, Bloom, Hyper Bloom and Burgeon reactions, and a maximum total of 40% damage buff for Aggravate and Spread reactions according to every 1000 HP your Baizhu has below 50,000 for 6 seconds. This passive encourages you to build as much HP as you can, so that way you can maximize his buffs. His talent priorities are the following: focus on your burst first, then your skill, and for less your normal attacks. His best in slot artifact set will be Deepwood Memories in my opinion. On the 2-piece, you will get 15% Dendro damage bonus, and on the 4-piece, you will reduce the target's Dendro res by 30% for 8 seconds every time your skills or bursts hit opponents, working even off-field. This set is in my opinion his best in slot, because he will even further buff your Dendro teams, maximizing even more his capabilities. Another good options are Ocean Hood Clam and Song of Days Past. Both increase your healing bonus on the 2-piece, and both convert your healing into some form of damage. Ocean uses the amount you healed to deal raw damage to enemies nearby, and Song of Days Past uses the amount you healed to give us extra damage to the active character. Overall, both work perfectly, and if someone in your team already uses Deepwood, these are excellent sets for your Baizhu. Another good set that it's worth a mention, especially if you already have a Deepwood user on this team, is Instructor. This set will increase your Elemental Mastery by 80 on the 2-piece, helping your Baizhu with some reactions damage, and will give your team an EM buff of 120 EM for 8 seconds after you trigger an elemental reaction. And for last, you can always mix and match 2 pieces between the sets to provide HP percent, healing bonus, and ER. For the Sands, you will want to look for either HP percent or ER. For the Goblet, always HP percent. And for the Circlet, HP percent or healing bonus. For the substats, you should focus on ER, HP, and crit rate if you are using Favonias. For Baizhu weapons, his best in slot will be his signature, Jade's False Splendor, which provides a good amount of HP on its subset, and on its passive, you will restore 4.5 energy for every 2 seconds and gain 0.3% elemental damage bonus for every 1000 max HP you possess, up to 12% for 3 seconds after using an elemental burst or creating a shield, also working off-field. Prototype Ember will be both his best 4-star option and also his best F2P option, providing you with a good amount of HP on the substat, and regenerating energy and healing even more your team after using your burst. And since it's a craftable weapon, you can R5 it with time. Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers will be another good option either you are on the early game or want a welcoming attack buff for your character, because it will provide you with a solid amount of HP on the substat, and on its passive, you'll increase the attack of the next character taking the field by a percentage for 10 seconds, happening once every 20 seconds. And since it's a 3-star weapon, you can always R5 it along the way because you can get it literally everywhere. And for last, if you are in need of energy, Favonius Codex is a good option, because it will provide you with a good amount of ER on the substat, and on its passive, you will have a chance to create elemental particles for your team every time you crit. I don't recommend going for this weapon though. since it will demand you to look for crits in your build, and you will always be better suited with Prototype Ember. For Baizhu teams, he will always be a usable healer for any team, but he shines more in Dendro related teams, so here are some of my suggestions. For a Sinnoh Quick Bloom team, pair him with Sinnoh, Furina and Nahida. For a Nilou team, pair him with Nilou, another Hydro character like Furina, and Nahida. For a Hyper Bloom team, pair him with Raiden, Yelan and Nahida. For a Tignari team, pair him with Tignari, Yaimiko and Fischl. And for a Neuvillette Hyper team, pair him with Neuvillette, Furina and Kazuha. Don't forget you can always make it work with characters that function similarly with the ones I mentioned. I will now quickly showcase Neuvillette Hyper Carry team on the Abyss Wall for you guys to have a quick look on Baiju's performance.
Seems like bow your head, let the mighty be humble. An oversight on my part. Settle down. Mind the side of it. Be sanctified.
Wind strike, clouds high, the birds come.
Seems like an emergency. Settle down, the tide's beckon.
Let my name echo in song.
A bitter pill to swallow. Bow your head, be sanctified.
Into the wind, fallen leaves, adorn.
The doctor will see.
Remember.
Let my name echo in song.
The wind knows it.
A bitter pill to swallow. Silence, be sanctified.
Wind strike.
Time to shine.
Seems like an emergency. Settle down, the tide's beckon.
Clouds high, the birds call. One with nature.
Strike a pose. Let my name echo in song.
Mind the side effects.
So, what's your opinion about Baizhu? Is he still worth your pulls? In my opinion, he's a very good and strong healer that also brings amazing comfort for your teams. So, if you are in need of a healer, and as an extra you enjoy Dendro teams a lot, Baizhu is most certain to be an amazing character for you to pull. But you, what do you think about him? I hope with this video you are now able to understand if he's worth for you to have in your account or not. Share this video with everyone you know that it's going to pull for him, or is still thinking about it. 93% of you are not subscribed, so please, you will just lose some seconds of your life, and you will also see a cool animation if you sub to the channel. A special thanks to my members for trying to support me even more. And thank you so much for this pleasure company. See you every Wednesday and Saturday everyone. Stay safe and good luck on your pulls.